Yo, what's going on guys, and welcome back here to another episode on the Beyond Dusk SMP. Today we have a lot of things in store, and as you guys can see, I've done a few things off camera as well. So let's go ahead and explore what we've done in the past, and then we can get on to what we've done today. So as you guys can see here, we've gone ahead and worked on the path a lot more. Something I really wanted to do this season is work on like the environment and getting it feeling like super enclosed, and not like enclosed I suppose, but more of like tied together and everything. So we've got some of this like mossy cobblestone coming in through the pathway here, kind of like making it feel like super old and run down. I'm halfway in transforming this from the spruce leaves to some oak leaves. The spruce didn't really quite match this area and things, but we got these like nice little bridges coming in here, like an archway I suppose. I want to add a few more of these like garden features around the place too, like nothing really that is super important to the area or the build or anything like that, just some nice aesthetics and things like that. But all our crops have grown up and looking pretty cool if I do say so myself. And yeah, everything's coming together quite nicely. I'm pretty happy with all of this like feel at the moment, this whole vibe. I can't wait to deck out the rest. But so as you guys know, we need some XP, and we found a skeleton spawner a few episodes ago. So let's go ahead and jump into the build, and let's get a mob spawner going for that. It's been some time since last left off. We've now got the skelly spawner all up. I left this little note here for all of the alliance and things to come over if they want to go ahead and get some XP farms going on. They can come down and borrow this one here. And I've gone ahead and added a railway so we didn't have to run there all the time. It's not like overly far, but it saves us, you know, getting all that distance. So all we gotta do is flick this on and off again, so the next time we come back it stops us. Oh no, did I mess it up? The lag and things, you know. So let's go ahead and jump in that one. Doop, there we go. And it should take us all the way over there. So we can just sit back in the cart and let us cruise along here. Don't mind the lag. It makes this minecart trip super painful, but it's alright, I suppose. It gets the job done. Obviously, we didn't go too much into detail on the pathway itself, just because, you know, it's just a railway path. It's all done. But as you guys can see here, we are fully decorated on the inside. Everything's all set up here. We've got a few things over here. We've got some bows, some arrows, armor, tons of bones coming along already. There's all our arrows and some bows, so we're looking at pretty good there. I've gone ahead and also stood here for a little while, and we've got our bow upgrade a little bit. We've gone ahead and put mending on both our pickaxes. I think an unbreaking, yeah, I think maybe an unbreaking or something on this axe here, and I was going to do something on the shovel, but we didn't quite get there. So I'll just chill here for a minute, and we guys can see how well this actually works. Super simple. Hopefully you guys would have seen how to do it. If you guys want a real tutorial or something like that, let me know down in the comments below. I can be sure to hook you guys up with that one there, and you guys can get this done in your world as well. Now if you want to automate this whole process, you could, like, I don't know, put something down here that kills them, but you'll only be getting the loot then. But if you want the XP, you could put a dog down here or something as well, and you could still stand close enough that the XP will come into you. But I'm not that fussed that I can just stand here and chop at these guys once they come and drop. And if you're also wondering why that's 3 wide, it's just for entity cramping, so they won't all despawn when they all at a single block. There's a lot more room there for them to be able to move. So let's just stand here for a minute, and I'll meet you guys back once there's a few here to kill. Alright, so as you guys can see here, they've all accumulated here. Just been waiting a couple of minutes, and all we got to do is swing along here and rack in all that XP. So they should be a one-hit kill, apart from, I guess, the ones with the armor and things. But yeah, as you guys can see, everything just comes in there. We got 7 levels out of that just there. And as you can see, everything's just moving out of this hopper, the central hopper, coming from these two side hoppers as well. Occasionally some items get left here, so it might be ideal if you guys add some hoppers on the side just here if you really wanted. If not, you could just walk over, pick them up, and pop them in here yourself. So it's pretty simple. These boots here are actually going to be pretty good for our nether boots at the moment. They've got some protection 2, feather falling 2, unbreaking 2. Pretty decent there. So let's go ahead and just chop these couple up and we can cruise back to the house. I can't remember if I showed you guys this or not, but I also changed out some of the nether portal designs there just with some crystals, the new amethyst crystals and stuff like that. I thought that looked pretty cool, and it turned out alright. Probably not the best design there, but I think it looks pretty cool with the purple nether portal and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're over here now. Let's go ahead and come inside this tower and let's cruise down a little bit, because I thought today we could get started on our little underground room just here, and I've decided I'm going to be making it a map room. It's kind of a cool little area. I was going to originally do this for storage, but I'm going to be planning something much bigger for that, so that wouldn't really have like made us too much of storage at the moment. So what we're going to be planning on doing is a little, at least having a 3x3 area in the middle for our table, so we can get a nice sized table happening inside. So what we might do is actually just kind of block this off just here. It might ruin the design a little bit of this stuff, but that's fine. Okay, so if we do a 3x3, if we get it at least at this room, so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then we'll go back one more. There we go. So that would be our table location. So we'll probably want to go ahead and get some more blocks out on either side. Maybe at least 2 on this back wall, and then maybe another 1 on either side of it. That could look pretty decent. Give us enough room to maneuver down here. Nice. So what we might go ahead and do is, just to start with, is just to line that up there, and it's kind of looking a bit funny because we're not actually central to this doorway. Should we move all this over one more? Okay, awesome. I'm going to get to work on some basic concepts just here. I'll bring you guys back when something interesting is going on. Alrighty guys, I think some progress is coming along quite nicely. We've kind of got like this deep slate. I've kind of changed up the floor a little bit, as you guys can see. So we've gone with the cobblestone stony feel, going into like the deep slate upper walls and stuff like that. I think it's turned out pretty cool. I use like the tough block and just a regular deep slate just to kind of make like a variation coming up and in. I think I maybe want to add some like pillars or something on the sides just over this way. So if we have a look at what I'm talking about, kind of looks like it's connecting a little bit and has a little bit more interest to it as well. Maybe even put in some along this top wall or something like that, just to help that a little bit more of like kind of like an interesting wall feature rather than just being that plain stock standard indentation. Okay, so now for the table itself, I was thinking maybe we could put it on like, I don't know, I was maybe thinking like a solid base, but at the same time, now I'm kind of thinking something a bit different. So if we go something like this, that could look pretty cool. And then one of these, and then I think we get a stone pillar in the middle. I reckon that would look pretty epic, even though it's going to get covered. But for the meantime, I think it's going to look pretty good as like a nice chiseled block in there. Can I throw in a couple of chairs around the place? We probably could add some like item frames and like other blocks around here. Maybe even some like some barrels. Do we have some barrels and like chests in here or something as well? Alrighty guys, let's head down the bottom just here, and let's go ahead and hang up a few things just in here. First off, we can go ahead and finish off this here with some more iron bars. There we go. I was going to put glass on here, but I just figured the bars would make more sense, being as the other windows up there have bars, and it just kind of flowed a lot nicer. For here, we go ahead and pop down considering we only have 14 maps points. There we go. And then we just need one more map that we can get, and we can just pop it on that side just there. But I think that will pretty much do us for the meantime anyways. Let's go ahead and chuck a couple of these around. Let's put a bow up in this one up here, just so we're ready to go at a moment's notice, and a sword over here. There we go. A little kingdom at the moment is looking pretty cool. We have our little pathways, our crop fields, all the rest of it. I plan on expanding a little bit more over this way, hopefully next episode. I have a few plans for here and all of this top range, hopefully in the future sometimes, but looks like we have a nice little bit of room over here. Down this way is Dyer's base, so it'd be pretty cool to see like his world, like his village and stuff, take expansion over this area. So that would be really cool once all of that is done. But I think I'm pretty much done here. There's a few more like tidy up things I think I'll probably end up doing, but I think that might go ahead and just wrap up the episode just there, guys. So if you have enjoyed this one at all, don't forget that like button, subscribe, and the notification bell, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.